Welcome to Passion and Purpose with Pamela, celebrating all things woman. I'm Dr. Pamela Hardy-Shepard, here to ignite inspiration through conversations that spotlight women's power and their journeys. Let's share our light, our stories, and create a space of celebration for every woman. Here's to embracing our womanhood together.
Today, we're going to do something just a little different. It is episode 14. And what I wanted to do is bring together a collection of my thoughts and recordings so that we can look upon this as a journey through a variety of thoughts and ideas. So I've gathered these thoughts and things over the years. You won't see a lot, but what you will see is the ones that most people, they resonated with most people. And I wanted to be able, excuse me, to share that with you. So today's episode features some of the most liked and viewed segments covering topics from mindset to change to transformation and the excitement of travel. Whether you are revisiting these ideas or hearing them for the first time, I just hope something in here resonates with you. Join me as we explore these diverse themes, and I hope you'll find it inspirational and a new perspective as we go through the journey together. So let's dive into the mix and enjoy the journey together. See you soon.
Well, I'm thankful to be here. I wanted to share this quote from Henry Ford. He said, "If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." And so really what that says is what we think comes out of our mouth, where really what's in our heart really comes out of our mouth. So be cognizant of what you are saying, because what comes out of our mouth matters. You know, it's like spraying hairspray out. You can't take it back. So whenever something arrives at your doorstep, the good, the bad, the indifferent, it is not so much what arrives, but what happens is it's our reaction to what arrives. So you know what? You dig through it, you peel through it, you find the lesson, so you don't have to go back to second grade.
Accept and respect yourself as you are, not how you want to be, but how you are in the present, not saying that isn't where you want to go. Recognizing that everyone has unique attributes and flaws. This acceptance is crucial for maintaining your self-esteem and dignity. And then there's self-love, and practice self-love. Make it a habit to treat yourself kindly. A lot of times we do a lot of negative talk, and we're going to do something different now. I don't care if you don't like this little hudge on the side of you or whatever it is that you don't like. Focus on what you do like instead of giving negative talk to yourself. This step helps you boost your confidence and attractiveness. And then learn to set boundaries in your relationship. Know your limits and be clear about what is acceptable and what is not. And also focus on your tone while you're doing it too. Okay. Positive affirmations. I love them because it is a practice that really, really helps you on a daily basis. If you say something enough and you talk about it enough, you believe it enough, then it actually manifests, right? Being positive will help you change your subconscious beliefs. You have to keep telling yourself, I am beautiful, I'm smart, I got it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, whatever I am. And you continually say that and you will begin to believe it. So it shapes a healthier outlook as well. Effective communication. Improve your communication skills. Be open and honest about your feelings. If you don't tell someone how you feel or where you are in a way that is acceptable not only to you but to them, how are things going to change? If you hold it inside, it doesn't come out, and you're not being really fair to yourself or that person. So doing this can prevent misunderstandings and foster trust in a relationship. And I think the last one for today will be mindfulness. Be present in your relationships. If your boyfriend, husband, whoever is talking to you, your spouse, and they're talking to you, you're like, okay, and you're not being present. Stop what you're doing, look at them, and be present in the moment with them. Now, I have been one who has traveled extensively and lived outside the United States for like 3.5 years. So traveling to another country is nothing new for me. However, this trip was just a little different. And what really came up in my heart was about how we judge people. And my mother used to say, don't judge a book by its cover. Open up the book and read the book. And so it was very interesting. A lot of young ladies would come up and want to take a picture with me. And I'm going to show some of those a little bit later. But it began when we were there. Now, I know being in the London Underground back in the 80s, people stared at us all the time. But I've been asked to take pictures with other people. But it was not just anybody, it was young women, young girls. And so, we don't know what people are thinking. And my thing to you and also to me is that don't just take people at face value. Try your best to get to know people. Don't judge them by the way they look, their height, their size, their clothes. Just open the book and see what's inside. Now, if you don't like what's inside, that's strictly up to you, and that's fine. But if you just take the cover and think that that is really going to tell you what's in the book, it doesn't. You may be fooled. As people, a lot of times we think we have our things in order, but do we really have it in order? And it just isn't about your material possessions. It's about your relationships with others. It's about the time, the quality time that you spend. And if you are someone of influence, and we all have influence in our spheres, well, you have a responsibility to ensure that you are making a great impact on the people's lives that are in your sphere. So, my sister was a truth teller. She always spoke the truth. Now, it might not have been the way some people wanted it, but you could always count on her to tell you what she thought and also what is the truth as she knew it to be. I will miss that a great deal because she was the truth teller of our family. Me, I'm always trying to, kind of, how do I say, soften things up. My sister, she just told the truth, the honest, brutal truth. And if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. And that's just the way it was. And I loved her for that. I just truly loved her for that. So what I'm saying to you is that you have an opportunity, another opportunity to, to heal, to tell the people that are in your life today how much they mean to you. And do something special. Well, send them a video. Just take the time to really let them know that you truly, truly care. And I talk about the importance of who's in your circle. Well, since this has happened, I have had some incredible people in my circle checking in on me. And, I think about the women who have just given advice, who have been there, who just check on me regularly, like send me little things. They don't have to, they know that lately I've just kind of been quiet. They'll give suggestions. One of my friends who was in the Netherlands, she said, hey, why don't you get with some sister friends and maybe go and see The Color Purple? And I thought about it. I was like, oh, okay. So I did. I actually called my auntie and I called my friend down the street, and the three of us actually went to see The Color Purple. It helped lift my mood, and to say that there's people in your life that will take the time, whether they want to see the movie or not. I was told I didn't want to see the movie. However, it wasn't about me. It was about you. And so it matters who's in your circle. They don't always have to say the most perfect things. They're just there. I just want you to know I'm here for you. I try to be there for my niece and my nephew because this is not an easy, I can't even find a word to go through. However, there's something to be learned from it. So who's in your circle? And it's caused me to reflect on my past. I am a military spouse, have always been a military spouse, but not with the same man. So I have reflected on that a great deal and the things that I've learned on that journey. And so there have been people who have come into my life, who have exited my life. But no matter what, those people played a role in my life. Whether I talk to them now or I'm not married to them now, they all played a role into helping me become who I am, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And that's what we have in our life. And it's like, okay, how do I learn from this? How do I become a better person? Well, also not how I can become a better person, but what about my worth?
it has taken me all these years to grow into whom I am today. And what is this? January. So in 3 months, I'll be 69 years old. And before, I wouldn't tell you that. But I'm proud of that because that means I have gone through some processes to learn some things. And I'm still learning. There is no way that I can sit here and say I've learned it all. I may have 4 degrees, terminal degrees, but at the end of the day, that is not what matters. What matters is family and the circle that I'm around and what I have learned on this journey. So I guess this is also to let you know who I am and why I am the way I am, because it's taken me all these years to see my worth. No degree, no job. Raising my kids was the best thing I've ever accomplished in my life. Seeing that they are wonderful citizens of the world, that is what is the best thing I've accomplished. Not Dr. Pamela Hardy-Shepard. I'm not saying I don't think that's wonderful, because what that said is that I was able to stay in school and do the things I needed to do. But it does not discount people who do not have that. I was always taught meet people where they are. And so a lot of times I just hold back. I never say that's who I am. I'm just Pamela. I'm Pamela, and I meet you where you are, and hopefully you'll meet me where I am. But well, a woman's worth is just incredible. And if I had anything to say to ladies today, is know your worth. It's taken me way too long to know my worth. And when I talk about my worth is, if you haven't seen that movie, A Wonderful Life, just, if you get a chance, most people look at it during the holiday, but I say, look at it, you know, when it's not the holiday. Because you are here, you have changed somebody's life. You have some way of, you know, sometimes I get lost for words, but you have a way of helping other people live their lives to the fullest. And in the storyline of A Wonderful Life, it's like, well, if I wasn't here, and then they show what each person would be if one person wasn't in their lives. You matter. But I think the biggest thing for women is to know their worth. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to treat yourself with courage, bravery, dignity, and love. If you won't love yourself, who can love you? You have to say, no, I am worthy of this. It doesn't mean that you think you're better, but know your worth. So the lives that you touch daily, you don't have to be a president, a CEO of a company to touch people's lives. The people's lives that you touch daily, that you make a difference, matters. If I don't convey anything else, I want you to know that you change lives daily. We have that much power as women. We can say the smallest minute thing, but it has such a big impact. If you tell another woman, oh, I really love your hair or your outfit, it makes her day. It makes her day. We have that much power in our words, our actions, and our deeds. So it's really up to you to decide, this is how my year's going to be. I can't bring everybody with me. Sometimes people are in your life for a season, a reason, and they're no longer in your life. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means they're not in your life at this time. And there will always be someone else that will come in and help get you to the next level. It doesn't mean that they couldn't do it. It just means as you begin to grow or do something different, the circle of friends becomes different. They give you what you need at that time. I am grateful for everybody who has been in my life. Some have been in my life for 40, 30, 40 years. Some no longer are in my life, but it doesn't mean that I don't love them. It just means that now we're in a different space and place. And I had to learn to accept that. And I think being a military spouse also helped me to accept that as well. And there'll be times that I will come on here and I will talk about that life. That life has taught me to be able to move, to get up, pull up roots, and acclimate somewhere else new. Just like we left California after 46 years in California, moving to Texas.
culturally, it is a total different beings. It's just a total different anything I've ever experienced. However, I knew coming here something good was going to come out of it. I just didn't know what. And I have met some of the most incredible people. And when they talk about Southern hospitality, I've actually seen it in play. It has been amazing. It's just been amazing. I love our neighborhood. I love our neighbors. I couldn't have asked for anything any better. Now, there are some things that California provided that are not here in Texas, but you take the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Now, I'm not saying California was perfect. I'm just saying it was something that we were used to. So being able to acclimate into a new area, being able to take a step and feel good about whatever decisions that you make. They may not be for your neighbor, it may not be for your family member, but it's for you. Everybody isn't going to agree with the direction you decide to go. They're not even going to agree with what I'm saying right now, but it doesn't matter to me because this is from my heart. It is from my heart. And I'm just ad-libbing. I'm just talking and saying, this is where I am right now. I had to get it out. It's been bottled up for so long. So I say to you, there was a video that I made, and it was about a song Quincy Jones had made. And he said, everything must change. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. Time and change. That's what's going to happen to all of us. And we are all going to get older. It's what we do with that. We have a responsibility to the next generation. What's going on in our country is more than I can even fathom. So in my little space where I am, I can make a difference. You can make a difference. It is up to you. Whether you're a professor, you're a teacher, you're a janitor, whatever you do in your life, the people that are around you, you make a difference. Make that difference today. Wherever you stand, whatever you stand for, make a difference. And I could go on, but I won't. I just want to thank you for being here and subscribing to Passion and Purpose with Pamela. I want you to know me because I do have a passion and I know this is my purpose. I always would ask when I was a young girl, well, what are we born to die? Well, why do we come here? Well, I certainly know why we have come here because we all have a purpose in our sphere. If many of you have read any of my books, I like these seagoing analogies. And in the last book I wrote about, I heard something 23 years ago that stuck with me. There are some people who are meant to be tugboats, and a tugboat, it has such significance to help big ships come into port, whether it's a military ship or whether it's a cruise liner. Those tugboats play a really significant role because those ships cannot dock without them. Understand that they can't. However, a tugboat cannot go out to deep waters. That's where you come in. If you're a cruise liner, then your task is to get in deep waters. That means do something different. It doesn't always have to be the same. Get out there, spread your wings, or get out there and take that ship out in deep waters. You never know what you'll be able to find. If you're a tugboat, be the best tugboat that you can be in the surrounding area that you are in. You see, we all play different roles in life. Everybody will not be the president of the United States or the CEO of a corporation. But wherever you are, you do that role to the best of your ability. And women, I'm really talking to you, but this is men too. But women, I'm telling you, you have such a significant role, and it is your task to play it. Play that role to the fullest. Play full out. This is your opportunity. A new year is here. I wish you peace, joy, love, and understanding, but most importantly, serve your passion and your purpose for 2024. Thank you for listening, and I truly appreciate you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. In 1974, Quincy Jones wrote a song called Everything Must Change. Well, in that song, the lyrics state, the young become the old, mysteries do unfold with time and change. And so if you get a chance, listen to that song. But what I want to say to you is change is inevitable. It happens to us all. And we can either embrace change or we can fight change. And you know what? Change, there may be something very good in that change, even if it's a loss. You have the memories. I've lost my mother. I've gone through divorce. You name it, I've gone through it. And so that's why I can speak on it. So I'm telling you, and I'm telling living our best life actually has us embracing change to the fullest. It doesn't mean it may change right away, but one of the things you want to think about is, how will this change my life? And what can I do to make my life better? We can sit around and complain about it, or we can get up and be about it. So I just say embrace your change, because it's going to come whether you want it to come or not. Yes, you're going to get older, and you know what? Enjoy that journey, because if I knew back then what I knew now, I would have done things a lot different. But of course I didn't. I had to go through the process, and so do you. So I will see you soon, and just embrace your change. Talk to you. Thank you all for joining us today on Passion and Purpose. It's been wonderful to connect with you, and I hope you found our conversation as enlightening and inspiring as I have. A huge thanks to our guests who contributed to the discussion and shared their experiences and insights. Your stories are the heartbeat of this podcast, and it's a joy to explore our passions and purpose together. I'm Pamela, reminding you to live with passion and purpose. Until next time, take care and keep reaching for your dreams.